Alright, let me start off this video by apologizing for my perhaps somewhat terrible voice today. I decided to catch a cold once again. You know, it's been 2 weeks since I got the last one, so why not get another one? But that's not the main thing that I want to talk about. One of the other really kind of important things at the moment is next week is gonna be vacation for all of us, and we're all happy. But I'm actually going to go to Austria. That means that I can't really do too much Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 related. I'll bring my laptop over there, and that's also something that I'm going to talk about in a bit. But the thing is, I can't produce videos, obviously, but I also haven't been able to produce more videos to release in that week because of homework and other related things. So really what it comes down to now is I've got a week of me not being able to produce or release anything, and I've only got 2 videos to at the moment as a kind of buffer, so that's not really an ideal situation. But I am probably going to do some Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 related things, and oh my god, I just noticed how different my voice is today because of that cold. But I am going to do some RCT3 related things, but most of those things will actually be working on custom scenery thingies. And now you might be like, what? You do that stuff? Yeah, I used to. A couple of years ago almost. At least that's how long ago it seems, but you might know the situation right now where I have worked on well over 10 custom scenery sets and never finished any of them. And this also brings me in a kind of situation where I like to hate on people and never release their custom scenery sets. Yet in the meantime, I'm probably the absolute ruler of not releasing their custom scenery. So I decided to just remove all of those things and try to put all of the most popular pieces into one set, call it something like Silvarret random stuff or something like that, and release it. And now this will include some of the arches that you may or may not have seen already, some classical arches and some steampunk ones. I'll possibly release the pipes on it too, and some Vekoma connectors, because as you all know, I love Vekoma because Dutch pride, and other things, among which was actually something which I'm still flabbergasted about, is the fact that that was a very Canadian about. I have no idea where that came from, but the fact that nobody ever made a custom scenery set for B&M connectors, as in track connectors. And by track connectors, I don't mean the infamous track connectors like Coaster Joe's track connectors, because I'm not too much of a coaster nerd, but it turns out apparently that those things aren't actually track connectors, but they're called support connectors or something like that. But the thing is, on B&M tracks, on, well, basically every track, the track is made out of different elements that you connect with flanges. Moby Steel Jungle has flanges, but the B&M track doesn't have any of those things, unlike the No Limits track, for example. So I had the idea at some point in time to make flanges to connect the track parts with and just make the track look more realistic overall. So that's what's going to happen with that, and other things. I mean, I keep on coughing, and I need to edit that out all the time. This is not really the ideal situation right here. Perhaps I should actually talk about what I'm doing in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 right now. Well, this was the episode, or at least the live stream, at which I was doing all of this, where I decided to, you know what, I need to add details. But that was not my entire train of thought, obviously. I looked at that flat right over there, I was like, I need to finish that area, but I didn't feel like doing that. I really didn't feel like doing that. So decided to procrastinate that and work on random details in the park. And I'd say that's not a bad idea. I'd say that's probably something that everyone should try every once in a while, to just revisit your park, look at things, and figure, well, this could be better. I could use a custom scenery set that I haven't used here before, or I could use some random details over here. For example, this little flat ride over here. I've no idea what kind of sense this thing should make. I was pretty much inspired, I don't know if you call that inspired, by, well, should I really do this? You know what, I'm just going to go for it. When you have lakes or ponds or anything that's made out of water in the Netherlands, so basically the entire fucking country, you need these little things to pump away the water, and I figured, hey, I've made this lake over here and that's all nice and dandy and stuff, but there's no exit for the water. So I decided to add that. So there it is. There is the place where the water can just go away. And that's when I opened spooky themed objects, and I saw station gyms stuff, and a new world opened up for me. Seriously. I never actually looked into these objects, but then I opened one of those sets. I don't even remember which one it was. It was either like, ghost shop. No, wait! It was ghost mining! I remember because I did not see that coming at all. I did not realize that ghost mining would actually be a useful set. And then I noticed that ghost mining was a set with awesome random small things that you can just add anywhere and anything, and that's great. So I decided to do that and build this little something. Seriously, I have no idea what the hell that actually is. And this thing definitely still needs some more work in terms of maybe details still, and maybe in terms of what it actually is, but I'm not entirely sure about this ride. But I might add some small other towers or spooky buildings, things like that. Because at the moment, although I do like the look of this ride, the theme is kind of still vague, and I could say that about the rest of the park as well, but still, for this ride in particular, it's got that spooky, alpine, medieval, steampunk theme going on, but I don't know if that actually makes sense. And that's really all there is to that ride. I might add some more details, like I said, but I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, I just felt like working this thing again, and I just realized my voice is really going to the shitter right now. And I'm sorry for the language, but I don't know if this is really professional. This is incredibly not professional. Oh, well, you know, sometimes I feel like, I don't know if that's just me, but sometimes, and I'm actually, I digress way too much. Sometimes I feel like I'd rather want to watch somebody who has like 3,000 subscribers or something like that, and just makes very amateuristic videos, rather than somebody with a $5,000 microphone and a camera team behind him, who makes every video perfect and never fails to do anything, well, never does anything wrong, I mean. And, I don't know, to me it just feels more real, and that might just be me, but that's not an excuse to be terribly not professional. That's stupid. I don't even know why I said that, but that's just my opinion on that. Seriously, that's just my kind of YouTube taste. I like it when people just mess up on their videos and don't cut it out, because seriously, we're all humans, and mistakes are also fun. Seriously. So, that being said though, I will edit out my cuffs in this, because holy shit, that's terrible. But, oh wait, no, think about the great things in life. Seriously. So, flowers. Plenty of flowers. I think I did actually, again, get the criticism that I am placing too many flowers in my park. Which again, yes, I am placing way too many flowers in this park. Like, realistically speaking, they're all still next to the path, and they're not standing like underneath trees. They should have enough sunlight and water and all that, but it's a ridiculous amount of flowers to maintain, and it's possibly impossible. So, might not be the best idea, but then again, like I said, I'll do anything and say that this park is meant to be over the top and unrealistic, and that's my excuse for everything. So, I'm sorry about that. And I must say, I'm not too happy about how this ride turned out, and I could partly blame that on the fact that its placement over here is just very annoying on a cliffside like that, and the overall layout, just where it is within the park, doesn't make too much sense, and that's my fault though. But yeah, I might just not film too much of that ride. It is pretty much just there to fill up the emptiness over there, because otherwise there wouldn't have been anything else over there, and that'd just be a lack of flat rides in the park as a whole, and that's not something that you'd want to have. But anyway, that's it for today, and this is going to be the last episode in quite a while, and hopefully next time I'm going to be a bit more, wow, that was terrible, a bit more healthy, and actually back from Austria, and ready to do loads of awesome things again. So thanks for watching, and see you then.